All right, shalom, shalom. We are true Hebrew Israelites coming to week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America for the Israelites. So now, right now, which the Lord has provided mercy.
Fall, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
And you will see, you will save us from afar. Got it?
Yep. It says, I will save.
Right? So the Lord is investigating the atrocities done even from the time of righteous blood of Abel. You know, leading up into these times right now. So the Lord spoke about in Matthew, I think, 23rd chapter. You know?
What did you want to say?
I think he positioned
It's Jeremiah 30 and verse 11. It says, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. It says to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee.
Yeah, that's talking about the remnant. The Lord's not going to make a full end of the remnant. Go ahead.
But I will correct thee in the measure.
Yeah, we're being corrected right now. We're being brought back into order. The Lord said I will set them in order before thine eyes. You see? That's what's happening right now. Order is key because the Most High is not what the opposite of confusion. So the opposite of confusion is what order. That's what you see being established before you. The spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shah. And those that don't want to get under that order of you Israelites, well, guess what? You're going to suffer the death of an infidel, an unbeliever, the heathen.
And will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous.
Yeah, you can't cure the bruise that the Most High put upon you. You can't escape the curses. That's what this is saying. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake, let's try to find another route, go up another way to find some peace where they may be selling out. Where you may be selling out. You know, you're going the Diddy route now. You're going the Diddy route. You know that. $1,000 a night, get a couple of thousand bottles of baby oil, Slocky, and 700 plus dildos. Like, what are you doing with that?
It ain't enough action in the world,
Jake has pretty much surpassed the wicked, like the scripture say. That's it. You see?
Yeah, one more. It says, there's none to plead thy cause.
Yeah, there's none to plead thy cause. See, these other nations, they're not here to plead your cause. They're here for your downfall. Yeah.
That thou mayest be bound up, that thou hast no healing medicine.
That has no healing medicine. What is the healing medicine? The scriptures. See?
Good.
They're not going to give you full truth. They're not going to tell you who you are. When Jake come out and say to Israel, what they do, man? You know, they said that you a fucking liar.
That's
They
it.
tell you in the book of Hosea 1 and 10, the place where it was said to them that you are not my people. Then it should be said that you are the sons that live in power. And that's what's taking place before you. See?
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 5. It says, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more.
Yes, why should the Lord continue to beat your ass with the evil? You know? Because he sent them at us to correct us. And Jacob not taking heed. Matter of fact, go ahead.
God, it says, the whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint.
Yeah, the whole head is sick, right? So your whole mentality, your way of thinking, the ideology that you subscribe to, that's a sickness, it's a plague. If you don't come in the state of Yahweh by Shema Shah, within his ordinances, then you're sick in the mind. As the brother brought out in that top, the Lord came from not for those that are whole, but for those that are sick. Those that are nauseous, they have went off. And that they need healing, man. And that's what Yahweh Shah was set up for.
It says, and the whole heart faint. So the spirit of Jake is weak, man. Anything that Jake try to set up as a foundation to rule his spirit is weak in comparison to the scriptures, man. So his heart is faint. When push comes to shove, hey, when in the time of prophecy, run the prophecies of Allah, Islam, through the ringer, man. It's gonna start to get burnt. So Jake's whole heart is faint, man. Through the understanding of these scriptures, the more hell we catch, the more confident we are that, hey, I'm built for this thing, and the Lord really is. He really is, for a lack of better words, the Lord really is fucking with me, man. He really dealing with me. You see, through the hell. But let you catch it. That'll break your spirit. You see, your heart becomes weaker. The Lord ain't dealing with really building it like a father, an austere father. You see? So I read back, I'll pass it back to you. It says, why should ye be stricken anymore? So, like a daddy slapping a weak ass son's head, it's like eventually he gonna be like, this nigga's a bitch. It's like, I can't deal with it, you know? Like, I'm gonna let him kick it with his mama. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. So Jake gonna revolt against the Lord more and more. The more we come, the more truth that comes out, the more understanding comes out. Jake revolts against it more and more. We got a greater understanding of the scriptures here in 2024 than we had in 2009, but yet Jake comes against the truth more vehemently than they did in 09.
Yeah.
It says,
If I may add, even because they see the prophecy coming forth, because you got a lot of mouths that are being shut through the prophecy, but they're still not converted. They see the things that we're talking about, but they still not submit themselves to the ordinance.
Yeah, because it said you will revolt. You remember the debates, the many debates that the nation of Israel will have against these other doctrines? Where are those at anymore? Nothing can stand. So now you got to come with. You got to bring the scriptures against the scriptures. They're only revolting more and more. You used to use Allah. That didn't work. So you use Christian. That didn't work. Now you're using Jesus Christ. That's losing. So what now? You're trying to take the rudiments, the strength of our power. You're trying to use our own tactics against us now. You will only revolt more and more, man. It says, the whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. And from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it.
Yeah, there is no sound. The sound is going to holiness, man. You know, so from the head to the foot, your body, you have no holiness. Your body is not whole. You're sick, man. You're sick. That's due to you not really subscribing to this truth and getting the answer that you need. Because he allegedly have what attained it, but the rest are blinded. We have found the Lord has given us the things that we desire. Now we're satisfied with the truth of the scriptures. All the things we were inquiring about before this truth, the Lord has made known to us, man.
It says, I'll read from the top. From the sole of the foot even to the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and petrifying sore.
Yeah, wounds and bruises. And that was done by what the heathen, man. You see? The Lord wounded us with the wound of the enemy, like the scripture say. You see? So when we disobey, the nations come on top. That's why the scripture say in the book of Deuteronomy 28, he that is within you should come, pretty much go very high, should pretty much be brought very low, paraphrase. That's the balance of the Lord. You disobey, you get brought down. The Lord's going to use Esau, the other nations that come against us, and that's what we see today. So much of where they're rejoicing at our downfall. It says in the book of Lamentations, 2nd chapter.
It says, ye have not chosen, ye have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mortified.
Yep. Bound up and mollified.
You're mollified with ointment.
Yep.
So you haven't been healed.
That's it. There's a precept that links over that, what was that, Wisdom Solomon? It was that word that healed thee. Everybody can find it real quick. I'll try to go over that. Because it's going to be the truth. Yeah, it's going to be the word that's going to pretty much heal the minds of the Israelites. Psalm of the elect. Mollified woman.
Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 12.
16 and 12.
It was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health.
Yep.
But thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things.
Healeth all things. You see? And Jacob's not willing to submit unto the word, to be healed, man. That's why you seek for comfort in everything outside of Yahweh Shemoshat. You're not going to find any comfort, any satisfaction in the things of America, Babylon, well, wet. Because it's all going to come to an end. But the words of Yahweh Shemoshat, that's going to stand for help. And those that abide into it, you know, they're going to pretty much, they're going to pretty much benefit from what's written according to prophecy.
Like you said earlier, my peace I leave with you, and not as the world gives you. The Lord cleanse your mind. You know, take away from these mortal thoughts. You know, and pretty much the burns of the flesh. You see, those things pretty much they go away when you come into the council of Yahweh Shema. Now you got a greater purpose. You know, you're looking for a better future. You know, you're looking for the kingdom rather than looking to be something in America. It is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah, I'm like saying, let the scripture say, if you be dead in your house shot, seek those things which are above. See the Heavenly Father and where your house about you shot sit. That's heavenly things. That's talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. So that comes with a transformation of mind, thought, ideas. You no longer subscribe to the ways of America. Continuing, man. Now what you're looking for the great destruction of America. Because you see that ultimate peace is coming behind this great mindset that the Lord is, giving us, man. But you gotta.
It says, and be not conformed to this world.
Yeah, be not with the fashion of this world. Worshiping all these different idols, you know. Yeah.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Yeah, because the Most High said, Yahweh Shai said, except the man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High. You have to be born again according to the Spirit. You have to be renewed in your mind. Well, now, your thoughts, your purpose is geared towards the kingdom of heaven. See? It's not geared towards forwarding your life in America, man.
That's it.
It's going to go up in flames. It tells you that. So what should be your daily objective? It should be to please the Lord, man. Do His will. So that you may obtain that great reward of salvation.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and I'm starting at verse 3. It says, therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Yeah.
No man that warred entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who has chosen him to be a soldier.
That's it. Read again.
Yeah, it says, no man that wars entangle himself with the affairs of this life.
Right, because, you know what I'm saying, the scripture says that this is a spiritual battle that we're involved with. So if you're in a spiritual battle or a battle in general, you're not going to be concerned with the things of the world, man. It could be your family. What was it saying on Dead President? Or what said, who was it that brought up that idea? He said something to the fact that your daughter or something like that is at home. He's like, bro, I can't think about this shit. That's a bad phrase. You can't really be thinking about your family, to that extent. Now she off the mission at hand, man, because you've been chosen to be a soldier of Yahweh Shai. You got to press forward towards a mark, man.
Yeah, it's not just a soldier. When you look into that word soldier, you're going to as a champion for the cause. The Lord says so. It says, you've not chosen me, I've chosen you. So you're my champion. Do you know what a champion is? Like, I'm laying all of my livelihood, my stakes. I put my confidence and my bearing upon you. I know you can get the job done. So this is the champion for my cause. So when read that, Baba Kushal?
I was shocked.
No, you got it.
NLT. It says, endure suffering along with me as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua. It says soldiers don't get tied up with the affairs of civilian life.
See? Why? Because he's solely set on a mission. It's just like Floyd Mayweather. They champion Mayweather because of his single eyes. Floyd will go to the club and then he'll run from the club. Floyd will go to the club and he don't drink. What most folks do when they go to the club, they drink, they get on women, they smoke. Floyd will go in there, be a part of the club, and then he'll get back to what his mission was. Hey, I'm a champion. You see, all these other dudes, they gonna get caught by the wayside of what it is to be called a world champion. For me, no, I'm single out. So think of Floyd Mayweather in this sense, man. A very austere, Kobe Bryant, he's super obsessed. He's obsessive over his profession. All right, this is who the Lord called an obsessive, compulsive individual for His word. Right? And we're all obsessive in our own way. And if you find yourself losing it, hey man, you might be ready to lose your belt. You're finna lose your rank. Read that.
Yeah, it says soldiers don't get tied up in the affairs of civilian life. For then they could not please the officer who enlisted them.
No, I chose you to come do this. I chose you to do this. This is what I require of you. This is what I expect of you. This is what you're gonna do. Anything else, hey, you'll be in breach of contract or what I brought you here for. So we're called to be a champion for the cause of the Lord, man. So you got it out there.
I got something for you real quick. It's the book of 1 Corinthians 9, and I'm going to start at verse 24. It says, know ye not they, know ye not they which run in a race, run all, but one receiveth the prize.
Yeah, one receives
One
the
champion,
prize.
one champion, one winner. It's only one dog. It's only one top God. It's only one top dog, man. It's on what is the summit of a mountain. That's the top of the mountain. The mountain is high itself, but what is the top of the mountain? It's called the summit.
Hey, they say second place is the first loser.
Yeah.
You know? It say continuing on, it says, know ye that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain.
Run that you may win, man. Sometimes you gotta pick it up and you gotta bust your ass and you gotta have short burst energy, and then sometimes you gotta slow this thing down. You gotta coach it. You just gotta keep a constant, steady pace. You know, a good steady pace, because the race wasn't given to the strong nor the swift, man. It's given to the diligent and the consistent. That's the one who's gonna finish the race, because that's what this is about. This ain't even a first place, second place thing. It's about crossing the line. Be elect.
I may say too, because when you're dealing with this race, this spiritual racing, everybody got his own measure, you know what I'm saying? So you can find yourself looking at another brother. He might be putting up 2, 3, 4 videos a day, and you might try to compensate when it ain't your lot, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that can burn you out. So you got to find your own pace according to the spirit of the Lord gave you. You see?
We done seen some Jakes that are pure demons in Israel, and I seen this particular Jake. He went out twice a day and he put up 3 videos a day. He's a pure demon, man. Yeah. Pure demon.
So like you just mentioned the tortoise and the hare.
Beautiful point.
The hare struck out running real fast, you know. But what did the tortoise always say? Slow and steady in the race.
Beautiful point. A little bit more on this. It says, in every man that striveth the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Yeah, so anyone who's striving for what? Perfection is temperate in all things. You're going to be able to gauge yourself and watch yourself according to the wisdom of the scripture. You're going to know when you're doing too much and when you're doing too less through the spirit, man. You see? You're not going to be too overindulged into this life, man, where this shit going to overtake you and throw you out the spirit. You're going to check yourself with the fear of the Lord. Read the last part again.
God, read it again. It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Yeah, like the brother mentioned Floyd Mayweather. Now he might go in the club and not drink and be sober-minded according to the corner sense. You know what I'm saying? He can be, and he's able to continue his mission. So for us, we have to be in that mindset in the spiritual. Be spiritually minded, to not be drunken with the wine of Babylon, man. To not be consumed with this world, so we can continue on our mission. See? So yeah, they're doing to attain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible. It's a spiritual fight that we're involved with.
It's a little bit more, one more verse. It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so I fight, not as one that beateth the air.
Yeah, so we're not just throwing vain punches. You know what I'm saying? Now we hitting them up. We just shit. Yeah. Nah, we ain't trade off of real.
That nigga frustrated. That's Esau. That's Esau. Esau frustrated. That boy played that part. Yeah. Played the hell out of that.
That's a perfect example right there, man.
It's all trade. Hey, but you know that shit tire you out too. You find somebody, you swing, you miss. That's wasted energy.
In boxing, that's the worst throw punch. That's the worst landed punch or the worst strong punch. The punch is like I put mad weight and energy behind expecting to come up against something full of force, and for something to not meet it or whatever, I have to stop.
You have to stop.
Like, so really, you working against yourself, man.
It's like just added. There's a point you work against yourself, and you say what you say. You use a lot of energy.
Yeah.
You pivot your foot and you swing and hit lifting. It's basically a vain move.
Yeah.
And it ultimately too, once you speed at the air, it open you up for a counterpunch. Yep.
Perfect.
Same thing we doing with these scriptures, man. We make videos, we trying to hit points. We ain't trying to, we ain't just pulling out preset to pull them out. Yeah, we trying to hit points, man.
You winging it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you win. Just saying shit.
What they trying to say?
I got one for y'all if I may. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. So that goes into them riches, man. You know, and that's what we doing, man. Although you don't see him, you gotta have faith to see him, man. You know, like the brother said, hey, Floyd Mayweather, man, this nigga racking up treasures upon earth. You know, anybody can easily break in the house and go through the what is called the safe.
Yeah, the safe.
You know what I mean? Take the safe or some shit, you know, or knock his ass down or something, rob him. Anything can happen, man. It's like,
And then you thinking Floyd is like Floyd said it. He always goes back to this Edomite, man. Because you know, even though his daddy and his uncle trained him, he said what changed his life was him going inside of his USA trainer's house, and he saw how he was living. He was like, yo, this is what boxing done did for you. He was like, yo, I seen this life. He was like, I know what I was going back to. I kept it in my head, so I'm gonna get this for my mom. He stored up a treasure that he couldn't physically reach out and touch, but he knew it was obtainable through what? His sacrifice that he would bring in the coming future. He knew, I'm gonna get that goddamn house, man. I'm gonna have these things, but could any man reach out and touch his thoughts and touch his feelings to take away those treasures or take away that faith to believe? It was for him to hear it and believe and take in what they had to say towards his faith, man. That's why you gotta store up your, as the brother's going in, so you store up your treasures in heaven. Can't nobody take faith away from me. It wasn't given to you. It wasn't given to me by you, nigga.
That's it.
This is a treasure of the Lord. So I'm gonna store this gift the Lord gave me. I'm gonna build it in the heavens, man. You can't reach down and take my faith from me. So what? When the Lord returns, I'm gonna get a return on these spiritual investment, man. We're seeing Floyd's spirit, the fruits of Floyd's spiritual investment, and it was still carnal. So if we see Floyd's spiritual investment, his carnal spiritual investment, what more for us in the spirit, man? When we're telling you of the kingdom of heaven to come, and that's what we pushing towards, man. But everybody push towards Floyd's.
That's it.
But ain't nobody pushing towards your how about sitting outside.
That's it. Hey, if I may,
You got it.
because niggas ain't built like that, man. I just gotta throw it out there.
Yeah.
You can, you know what I mean? Like Floyd, nigga built the boxing shit, taking many punches, but you can't take that many punches through the spirit, though, bro. You know, so like you said, bro, niggas ain't built to really fight for Yahweh Shah, man. You know, that's why you got this vainglory, man. You know, you built to fight for the riches of this world, everything that's upon the earth, but man, it takes a gift given by the Heavenly Father to fight for the spirit, man.
Didn't he call him a champion? He
Oh,
said,
yeah.
I called you, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
choose
it.
this.
That's
to do
it,
this.
bro.
I told you so.
Yeah, that's it.
Everybody ain't built like Floyd.
Yeah.
I'm calling him for the whole nine, but I
Yeah.
can't put half the work because Floyd was built that way.
That's
Built
it.
for it. See,
That's it.
He's built for this, man.
That's it, bro.
He built like that, man.
That's it,
Jake
bro.
gotta believe in himself and go towards what you was looking. You got it.
Exactly.
You got
Go
it.
to believe.
Yeah.
Let's start with believe.
That's it.
Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with the Mashiach,
Come on.
seek those things which are above.
Yeah, so we've been reborn. We've been risen back up. All right, we were spiritually dead before we got this truth, man. We got this truth, and who raised us up out of the dead? Yahweh Shah. So what? That old man is dead. This, hey, such and such, my government name, he died, but who raised up? Talking about raised up, and now, this is the man that Yahweh Shah called for. Hey, let's go. Let me walk with him. You got it.
And that's the part of being renewed.
Huh?
Again, because you had to be knocked down to be built back up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was raised in that Babylonian mindset, you weren't built for it.
Yeah.
But we was predestined to be built for it. But once we came to this truth, we renewed our mindset, man. You know?
Like I say too, because Pretty much you was raised to be a fucking slave, man.
That's it, bro.
Even though you got riches, whatever it may be, Floyd Mayweather, nigga consider himself to be a fucking king, man. But do he want slaves? Like the brother said, like we built different. We built different. He want slaves. Slaves ain't actual commodity. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not blessed unless you got fucking slave service, man. So how can you call yourself a king if you don't want that kind of authority? You niggas ain't really kings, man. No matter how much money you get.
That's all I'm doing.
Nothing I can finish this off. It says, well, a Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. It says, set your affection on things above and not on things on the earth. And if I may add, because again, like the brother just mentioned, man, the shit on earth can be taken away, man. But you can't take away my faith. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing Esau, that's one thing that pissed Esau off, man. He can take away a lot of shit from us, but he can't take away our faith.
Spiritual MC Ham's out this bitch can't test this.
Can't touch this. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you want to put that thing in you.
Yeah, that's it. And what that boy said from IUIC?
Yeah,
He said as soon as he took that thing, he lost his faith. Yeah, that's what the seed help do. The seed help make you lose your faith, man.
Because he can hear your thoughts and things like that. And one thing, he want to control your thoughts and hear the thing that you'll be thinking about and shit.
Yeah, because that chip is it is analyzing your brain waves. Every little electrical impulse, every thought that we have has an electrical impulse go through it. And Esau was reading your shit.
And that was like, that's why it's called RFID, radio frequency identification device. And that's why frequencies is real heavy on humans. They can send the frequency upon you to be mad. They can send the frequency upon you to be happy. They can send it to see you, but you can feel it. You can feel it.
Yeah, the internet of things.
Oh, IoT.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's the key? They say, I seen an article, the key point of the Internet of Things is the IoT, the Internet of People. Because without Bluetooth, without you physically connecting your Bluetooth into your car, Bluetooth is useless. Without a human actually connecting these things to the internet, it's useless. But guess what? Esau trying to connect you to the internet now, man. That's the ultimate goal.
Basically, the nigga found a way to conquer the brain, man. Conquer your thoughts.
Is it?
That's what he implemented.
Yeah. I got one bad brother. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him."
So what does that mean? You gotta be dead according to this world. When I was crucified, he died. So we the same way in the spirit. See, we're dead to this current world. We're looking for that new life. So we shall be risen with Yahweh Shah. You know what
It says, "It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him.
We shall live for eternity, man. Just like he's living for eternity. Yeah.
If we suffer, we shall also reign with him."
That's the key point. If we suffer. Now Jake ain't willing to fucking suffer, man. Like we was speaking about brother going through the same trials, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like the Apostle say, you loving to suffer.
Yeah, you gotta learn to love suffering.
Esau got a word for that. Really, it's off. The word shouldn't exist. But a lover of pain is called a masochist. So, masochist. Person that like pain. You know, but really, it's a freakism.
Freakism.
It's a freakism.
Yeah,
It's a freakism, man. So, hey, the Lord got a particular freakism on us.
Yeah.
We in this place, like, we like pain, man.
Yeah.
Because it lets us know it's like this. The Lord is dealing with us, man.
Hey, I know back during the 1950s, 1960s, especially in Europe, a lot of women used to love their men to beat on them. Yeah. Because that was a sign to show that you love and you care. Yeah. If a man have to open and circle himself and put his hands on you, that shows he really cares.
He showed the care.
A woman, if you don't care, man, she cheat on you.
You don't put no energy.
If you mess up in this motherfucker, he sent you to Africa, then he sent you to America. This motherfucker love me. You know what I'm saying?
Love requires energy, man. That's how it displays sometimes, you know.
And that's why I say, you come to serve the Lord, set thy heart for temptation, man. Because that's even like how a king, you can't even do no random shit. One little thing with a king, he'll discipline you. You got to
Right.
Yeah, it says, it says, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us.
Yeah, so you deny this truth, man, all right? Suffering that come along with it, he will also deny you. You're not able to bear your cross, just like Yahweh Shai bear his cross. That's why Hebrews 12:2 says, look into the author and the finisher of our faith. As he went through those things he went through and being spit on, spoken evil against, wrongfully accused. Hey, we got to go through those same things, man. Affliction in the body. He was grieved with sorrow. You got to think about your Howard Shah and your trials, man. If not, and your ass can be overcome.
You got it's levels to even that process. Cause the Lord is like, and the Lord is speaking. You'll read that back because that's spoken in the sense of the brother, but hear it in another sense as well. Read it, Baba Bajal.
Yeah, it says
Which we just read, that last precept.
okay, yeah, it says if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, we also would. It's like he also would deny us.
Yeah, so imagine the Lord is saying that it's brothers, But remember who started this. This is the Father's story. So what does that liken? If you liken that unto anything, what does that sound like? A man and a what? Woman. Sound like a man and a woman. Are we not the bride to the groom?
Yep.
So when you think of that, that's how you supposed to. Hey, if I'm poor, a woman has no really stake in the society economically or financially. She is only as strong as the man that she's tethered to, whether it be a father, an uncle, brother. It's a man. So the Lord is saying this. Read it now.
This says if we suffer.
So we suffer. So if she was with me when I was eating, we had to share a cup of ramen noodles. At my lowest, she was there, and you didn't forsake me. You stuck it out because you had that faith, you had that love, whatever it may be that you have in the Lord. It's sincere because you suffer with him. You was at a low point with the Father.
Prove a friend.
You prove a friend. You're right. Prove a friend. But with Yahweh Shai's brother, but with the Most High towards his son, hey, now you like a broad in the sight of the Father to my sons, man. So do right by him, as we would expect a woman to do right by us, man.
I got something for you.
All right, you got it.
It's the book of Sirach 12:8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity.
Yeah, that's it.
And an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
So what is a friend? When you look up that word friend, it goes back to brother. So read that one more time.
God, a friend cannot be known in prosperity.
Yeah, so if a brother can't be known in prosperity, when can he be known? When you're going through the lows, man. When do you trust your woman the most? When do you appreciate her the most? When not is when y'all balling, it's when, bro, we lost it all. She seen me balling, and when hey, the car got repossessed.
Yeah.
They took the bed out.
Rental center came.
We back on. Yeah, we back to the rental center day.
Yeah.
She stuck it out, and she didn't make. She probably a woman gonna talk, but she stuck it out with you. She stayed it out. It's like, hey, what did it say? Read that, finish that, and then we're gonna jump back over here.
Look, it's a little bit more on this. It says a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
Yeah. So what do most women do when adversity finds you? She gone. Most of these niggas that big bro, all that big bro shit. OG. Moment that bread gone, them niggas gone. But I thought they loved you. So you wasn't a brother, and you wasn't my one. You really wasn't a lover of me, like how you claimed to be. But the Lord said a lover and a brother is the same thing. One is for me and this brother. This is a brotherly love. The other was for me.
And that's why even King David and Jonathan.
Yeah, that was a brotherly love.
That was a true
brotherly love. But Esau want to call it gay. But was it any more on that?
A little bit more. It says, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity.
Hey, what did Jake say in the word? Success is the greatest revenge. So read that.
It says, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved.
Yeah, so when you succeed in your enemies, fuck this dude, man. This nigga think he better than this, man. Man, Lord ain't dealing with that nigga for real. Man, the Lord blessed him with a couple $100,000. Ain't gonna lose. All right?
Yeah, you still gonna die. You still gotta die. We all gotta die.
Yeah, we all gotta. Yeah, you say
Nigga just see some hate shit.
Yeah, some
You
hate
doing good. And I was like, we gotta die one day, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
knowing.
You can't take it with us.
You can't take that with you, man. Instead of being happy, bro. But it says, continue on though. It says, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. You said in adversity, even a friend would depart. Because a motherfucker you think that's down with you, as soon as you doing bad, as soon as something fucked up, as soon as you act out of character, then they gone and shit, man.
MC Hammers.
Yeah.
MC Hammer friends, look at, hey,
Oh.
look at
Red Fox, that's a better example.
Oh, boy,
Because MC Hammer got up a little bit. Man, they said when Red Fox died, bro, he had so much debt. They said when the IRS came to him, motherfucker took the damn gold picking ring off his finger, man.
Yeah.
They took everything from his ass, bro. Shit sick, but you gotta live out some life.
No, read that back there.
It says, Sirach 12 and verse 9 again, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in adversity, even a friend will depart.
Yeah, so what? Right now, Esau is grieved at the fact that we're strengthened. But for you, he clapping you on. But here soon, Esau gonna show you. What happened? Oh, you starving, you hungry. I'm gone. Shit, I'm going to my house.
Yeah.
That's your problem. That's a you problem. What Jake always say, that's a you problem.
yeah.
It's gonna become a you problem real quick, man. And that's what the Lord is saying. But when this brother get down, that's our problem. You get it? It may begin with you, but we gonna finish. You see, it's our problem. That's the part of a body. My toe may be out of joint, but who gonna help fix it? My fucking hands.
That's it. Yeah. That spirit is heavy. And even your whole body move according to that injured part.
Yeah.
If your leg hurt, you gotta limp a little bit. If your arm hurt, now your left hand doing more work and shit like that. That's how the body
When
is.
you got a part, when you're a part of the body has a care for itself.
It's like if I made, like you mentioned, that point you mentioned, yeah, the whole body work, one part of the body hurt, shit. You limp, you gotta use your hands to pick up your leg. You know what I mean? Elevate.
You got the crutches. You got the crutches.
The
crutches hold you up.
That's it. Hey, the scriptures tell you how bear one another burdens.
Beautiful.
You know, that's because, like the brother said, that goes into the body, man. You know, that lets you know, bro, that selfish shit don't work with your house shop, man. You know, and Esau, he pushed that amongst our people, man. You know, they selfishness. You know,
Selfish first, and then, but you can't go from being selfish to being selfless. You have to be selfless. A selfless person can become selfish, but you can never become You can never start out selfish and then become selfish. It just doesn't happen. You got to be humble. Everything has to be taken from you. A selfish person has to be humble. Everything must be taken from him for him to see the connection to it all.
It's selfish to be a lone wolf.
Yeah.
We said, "Woe unto him that is alone when he falls."
When he falls, because he have nobody to pick him up.
I was just gonna say, because what the Lord say about sharpening, iron sharpening
iron sharpening iron.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, you're right. Iron sharpening iron. He ain't striking iron against sand.
Yeah.
Striking against his greater strength or equal unto.
Hey, just add on that, because again, going back to that lone wolf shit, you actually even hide the talents, the things you can provide, the things you can add to something. For lack of better words, you're taking it away. So you're not just doing yourself a disservice, you're doing everybody else.
So that's really these camps out here that's been called to these affiliate camps that was called unto us, and we're gonna do our own thing. Hey, now you find yourself to be a lone wolf. That's it. You can bring that back out. I think you was holding. No, you was holding.
Yeah, it says, it is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him,
hey, Salaki, that word suffer, man.
Yeah,
People think when you come to the Lord, it's gonna be nothing but prosperity and joy. The Lord telling you when you suffer, man. Because even when you go into the scene when your house showers on the scene, he's had to suffer a lot of things. All right, Isaiah 53 said he was a man acquainted with griefs. Man, for lack of better words, you think you depressed, you think you sad, your house showers on the scene, knowing that he was gonna have to die that time. Man.
Yeah, and it's poignant, man. It's beautiful. This conversation coming out. It's like we really, before this truth, man, we act like women. You know how women really don't understand money.
Yeah.
They can play with it a little bit, but they don't really understand. They don't know what it takes to get it. They don't know what it takes to keep it. The whole nine. Like the Lord is teaching us what it is to be a man, what he went through. Hey, come up out of that bitch made ass spirit, man. I'm gonna show you something.
Yeah.
Like you was thinking like this. A woman and a child never really they never really
They
count the
really
cost
suffer.
away. Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
Because if I mean, a child don't really suffer. You
Yeah.
know, a child, they suffer a little bit getting the cold and shit, but a child don't really suffer. It depends on what lifestyle you was going through, because every brother had a different lifestyle, but you don't really start suffering until you get older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God. And a man is always keeping a woman from the suffering. The Lord is building you up, but whatever that man go through, if he's going through it, what keeps you from going through? Because it gonna calamity and trials and tribulation hit a man before they ever hit a woman. That's just how the Lord set it up.
He on the front line, if I may.
Yeah, you
like
got
you going back and going what you're saying. The man is on the front line, man.
Yeah, so like the elder brothers going into a child don't really suffer because whatever that child is suffering, the father and the mother's going through it first. So I'm trying to lessen the blows on you. Yeah, I wish I did it for us. Here it is, not to be too long with it, but who did sin come through? It came through Adam.
Yep.
We know who Adam was in the reincarnation. It was Yahweh. So him understanding that, damn, his sin's coming towards my son. They coming down and they ain't gonna stop. So what you do? You protect him. You build him up in a particular way until he can deal with this himself. I'm suffering this shit.
You bear the brunt of it.
Yeah, you better run of it, but eventually, I know you feeling, Dad, I feel something. Ah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like you feel it a little bit, but you don't feel
don't
this
feel
shit.
it.
You know, it's like you don't feel it. The Lord is building us up in that same way. Like we were children, then you become a young man, and now we're a man that we're bearing the brunt of it. All right, so
It's like real quick, brother. Hey, brother been holding this for
yeah,
me.
bring it up.
Con. This is Ecclesiastes of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
What does a father always tell you? A father will always tell you, we're going fishing. I'm giving you a rundown. I'm giving you a briefing of what to expect to go fish. Hey, put this jacket on. Stop playing with them hooks. Keep a top on these goddamn worms. Nigga, keep your foot in the damn boat.
Yeah.
You know, it's certain things that you got to give them the rundown on.
Yeah.
And we going out hunting. Hey, boy, stay close to me. Make sure you got the yellow, you got the orange or the yellow vest. Make sure you got the reflectors on. It's particular things you gotta set a son up for. You gotta prepare him for the environment in which he's finna go into. He gotta learn how to embrace it.
Embark.
Yeah, he's finna embark upon. This journey is a particular environment that he's gonna have to go through, and this is a part of it. Read that.
Con. It says, set thy heart aright.
So set your mind. So hunting in California is totally different hunting in Alabama. You may see a black bear in Alabama, but you ain't gonna catch a mountain lion in Alabama. You'll catch a boar. You won't catch a boar out there in the wilds, California. So set your mind right. What is to be expected? What is expected of you? What am I to expect of this? Set your mind right, man. You got it.
Like he told you, the point is suffering.
Yeah.
You know, and but you have like an offset and you thinking that you coming to the Lord, they're coming to some shit like, you know, I see you been going through things, you lost your job, lost your house, they give you like a God. It's a thin line with it, man. You pretty much walk a tightrope when y'all about to shot. But yeah, like he said, Psalm 65 before, like he called you to the throne, but pretty much he saw it fit for you to walk that tightrope. You gotta see it in yourself. You know, you gotta be confident enough in yourself to battle Birmingham. If not, you just weak. You like you saying, like a father saying a weak child. You know, you slap him across the head because he see that you being weak. You know, so you come into the truth, you fall out. You tell the Lord that you weak, man. And when he did for the cross, when he did on the cross, it really didn't apply to you.
Yeah. You chose me. You made the wrong decision, bro.
Yeah,
Like you
It's a lot, if I may, because it really takes faith to believe in the scripture where it said, oh, I will not put nothing on you more than you can bear. That actually takes faith. That's a faith scripture as well. But like you said, bro, like the indignation that the Lord put upon you, you got to actually believe that you can bear it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to actually believe that you can get through it. You know, as the saying goes, like brother off the quote, you got to, in order to get to it, you got to go through it, man. You know, but the things that the Lord throw your way, man, you got to believe that you're fit for it, because he ain't going to put nothing on you more than you can bear. You know, to hell with these niggas, you see, they totally destroyed, man, because they not children of the Lord. But as for you, you know, he chastises those who he loveth. At the end of the day, it's to build you up for a greater reward. Right?
Like the Lord said, you gotta count the costs. You gotta consider like what you've been involved with. Like you can lose everything, man. While you in the team in the fight, you know they gonna take your face like the Lord said. What you got?
Psalms 51 and verse 7. It says, "Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow." And if I may add, that purging is that kitchen hell. Because that hyssop back in the ancient world, I think there was a herb they used to cleanse things. It's a blood cleanser. It's like that. A blood cleanser. And that's good. In the spirit of a blood cleanser, man. That's the blood of Yahweh Shah that's actually cleansing us, man. But it says, I'm gonna jump down real quick in verse 10. It says, "Create in me a clean heart, O power, and renew a right spirit within me."
Create in me what?
A clean heart. And what? It says, "Create in me a clean heart, O power, and renew a right spirit within me."
Renew. So bring back that right spirit that you sent me with from the beginning. So clean me, man. Make me back perfect. Because Jake down here, we so proud. We think the 40-year-old me is the best version of me. But you thought that at 35, you thought that at 30, 25, 20. You see, but the greatest version of you is found in the spirit of Yahweh Shah.
Because you actually building towards something. You ain't building to be the best niggas. Yet the Lord, you coming in the royalty, man. So how far can you go? Like, you know what I mean? You come from eating McDonald's, and now your taste is greens now. You know what I mean? The bitterness of the earth, the batter of the body and shit. That's more of an exquisite taste for a king, because a nigga not gonna eat that, man. It's like in the truth, the Lord, he done battered your spirit. So how farther can he go? He tell you how wisdom reigns to a king.
Find yourself. We show it back to the old life. Hey, you for this truth. You gotta check yourself. Now, turn back to the old man. The Lord said, "Be renewed in the spirit." The old man is shameful, man. The thing that we used to do, commit adultery, all the shit that we used to do, eat abomination, whatever, worship false gods, man. Hey, whatever status that you had, if you still growing that shit, there's something wrong with you.
Kind. That's what Jake love to do that coming into the truth. We could care less of how great you was, how great of a nigga you was in the world.
You had some bitches, whatever.
Yeah, you had some hoes, big deal. I'm pretty sure you had more hoes in your previous life than you ever had in this incarnation. We don't care, bro. You can finish that off.
Yeah, I got something. This Jeremiah 6 and verse 16. It says, "Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old
So
palace."
stand ye in the way. So when you stand in the way, you like you get out about a place. And all right, and it said what?
And see.
And see. So you observing. You're watching now. You really looking for something. You looking for an answer. Really. Stand ye in the way. So Jake looked into Catholicism. Jake looked into what it was to be a Christian. He became a Muslim. He became a 5%er, a Baptist, a Presbyterian. He got into Buddhism. He's a monk now. He got he got the little piece of hell with him. He got it.
Yeah, he says, and see, and ask for the old palace.
So you looking for understanding. You're asking for the old path. What's the simpler way? Like, how can I give myself a sense of clarity, a sense of understanding, a sense of purpose in this chaotic world, man? All these options. The Lord didn't meant for all of these options to be out here, because, like the scriptures say, that, hey, man, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The flesh is weak because it has it's set up to go off. So if you give it options to go off, it's gonna choose to do that, man. So
Yep, it says, ask for the old path, where is the good way?
Where's the good way?
And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your soul.
This is the good way. Because what you remember, I remember early 2000, it was like 01, 2001. God damn, that was a minute ago.
20 years ago, guys.
Yeah, 20 years ago. You remember when it was a big deal? It started in Alabama.
Yeah.
What was his? I forget the governor at the time. It was a big deal. He's taking the 10 Commandments out of the courtroom. He's taking them out of the classroom. But it started in the Bible book. That's if they can do it in the Bible book, we can do it throughout America. And that's what they did. So let's read this. We're going to set a stage.
It says, thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein.
Yeah. So they asked what was the good way. The scriptures was the good way. And they said, hey, what's the good way? The scriptures is the good way. Nah, that can't be it. Jake looked somewhere else. Continue, read that.
Yeah, it says, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said we would not walk therein.
No, so with every which way, every religion that Jake tried to go, every avenue, every street Jake tried to go down, or whatever to find, seek rest. Did they find it? No. He said, hey, go down this road. Go to the Lord. You will find rest here. Jake said, hell no. We went down this road and we found rest. We found understanding. Now you start to see people on the other streets in the spirit, through the spirit. They hearing the hoopla, they hearing the parties, they hearing the good tidings, whether we crying or whether we laughing. On the other street, people are inquiring, hey, what's the causation of your sadness? Hey, what's the causation of your happiness? If you inquire and you come down the old path, you'll find it. That's it. Sometimes you're gonna cry, sometimes you're gonna smile, but you're gonna walk down this path and you will be strengthened thereby, huh? All right, so we've asked of the old ways. That's why these people, now you got to the thing of, now they trying to bring back the 10 Commandments in the courtroom and in the classroom. Why? Because everybody's starting to see it. The way of the Lord, that's the better way. The standards is just, they're all, Esau used to call it, they're universal. Yeah, what was the golden rule? Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. The scriptures told us to love a brother as ye would love yourself. That's the golden rule. What is Esau talking about? But on the law hang on these two hang ye all the laws. That you love a brother as yourself, and you you fear the Most High. How can you go off in that, man? That's seeking of the old way, the old path to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what everybody's complaining about now. We want the old way. But every time the old way gets presented to our people reject it, huh?
No benefit in it.
Yeah.
Especially like you consider the woman. She don't see no benefit in her being under the man, bro.
That's it.
You know, a nigga don't even want to be masculine no more. You know, this nigga, he pretty.
Yeah.
This nigga want his hair long, he want his beard
Crop top,
neatly shaved.
super down.
You know, this nigga want the crop top, he want his thigh showing. You present the Lord to these niggas like, I'm talking about, you know, they anti-Hamashiach in each and every way. You present the diet to them, man. Look, man, I don't do pork, man. Look, I've been eating pork my whole life. They don't decide to tell me, man, I've been smoking since I was 12. You know what I mean? I'm Papa White. I'm Papa White. Everything that you present to them a good way, they anti.
So like it ain't cheating till you get caught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Niggas coming up with slangs and wickedness, man. You know what I mean?
Seeing the lady in Sheen 280.
Oh, yeah,
you know, niggas promote bad health. You know?
It's gotta be two so to do
This
so.
is
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Niggas got parables. They got parables for wickedness, man. But they because they turned from the old path. Right now you done came more into a modern sense of doing things. You been Edomized.
That new path, technology.
And now you die.
Yeah.
You see, and you see the old path was more beneficial to the body. It was beneficial for the nation. You ain't have a nation of slaves, man. You know, we had an understanding that it ain't enough land for each woman to go around. So in order for this woman to have bring forth a seed, you paired her with a man, bro. You know.
Got something real quick. This you got something?
Come. This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. What then Israel have obtained? What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
If I just add on to the point you said certain niggas don't get it. You got it.
Yep, and the rest was blinded, man. And they blinded by the ways of this world. Because we call that harlot. You know, and the thing about a harlot, she draw you in. You know, the bitch might smell good, her body might be set up nice, and you might get things to catch you.
Yeah,
you know, and that lifestyle of America, it'll draw you in.
See, though, what the brother, hey, a beautiful point, because everything, the the eyelids, the hips, the hair, the smell. Those are distractions.
All the
Man.
words too. Hey, I'm gonna say that bitch got game.
Yeah, motherfucker
That
got
bitch got
game.
game, man.
You.
They say, you live in women,
Cheer up the
cheering up the couch.
What-
Bitch, will cheer you up.
But the scriptures tell us that it says, "He that is spiritual judges all things." You gotta be spiritual. So what do the scriptures? With that understanding, what the brothers just brought out, well, how do we balance that? You know, the countenance of a woman, the countenance of a woman,
Cheer
cheer
the
cheer the countenance of a man. Hey, you got.
I would say that's why the Lord say, "Stomach not the beauty of a woman,
was just finna
and
say-
desire her not for pleasure."
Yeah.
You feel me? Because you desire this for pleasure, now you in the bed.
Yeah, simple man. If you're not spiritual, you can never understand that. Desire a woman not for not for pleasure. Not a hip, thighs, and ass and titties. Man, what you mean, Lord? Hey, man, she got to be absolutely what the brothers bring. She got to be bringing something to the table better than a distraction.
Yeah.
She got to actually be pushing you towards the Lord, man. A righteous woman would, like Abigail did. Hey, Lord, hey, please, King, don't kill him.
Yeah.
He drunk. Hey, you know, she made excuses for him.
Yeah.
In a righteous manner.
Yeah.
To prolong his life. You guys.
Yeah, it tell you how a righteous woman, she fan the bones of her husband.
Yeah. Like if I make like shit, like even considered back in the day, you know what I mean? Like you had decent brides, like Jake real big on the sugar.
Yeah.
You had your woman shit get on your ass about that.
Yeah.
Like, you know you don't need that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know you don't need that
She
goddamn.
fan the bones.
You try to get around her to get some candy or some shit. Like you said,
Yeah.
she fattened the bone, but at the end of the day, like you said, that you know what I mean? That righteous woman, like the brother was speaking on.
And that's wisdom. You know, so
That's
yeah,
it.
she teach you, like, she pretty much teach you how to maneuver. But then in darkness, for real.
That's
You
it,
know?
yeah.
We tell y'all, she's a light unto my, a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, man.
And that's how we are to the Lord.
It's like if I may ask you, because that wisdom being a woman, it say, wisdom make a man count as to shine. Just going back, they say the woman cheered up the council.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same
His
time,
face got bright, his got super happy. You know how
I'm smiling hard as hell.
Boy, you well fed, you know, you well fed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You eating good and things like that. But just going back into the point Protestant was making, that woman who will be nurturing to you.
Yeah,
Add something to your arsenal instead of taking away, because especially over here in Babylon, all these women do is just take away, man.
Yeah, so remember, the same way you hate these women in Babylon, don't be that way towards the Lord. And when I do catch myself being in the spirit of a Babylonian woman, so to speak, for a lack of better words, spiritually, hey man, we gotta tap out of this. Sometimes the Lord will smack your head like a husband to check his wife. But a lot of times, like I tell my rib, hey man, you better go look in the mirror, you better check yourself. Hey, you gotta go reflect. Yeah, go do some self-reflection, man. Get right. You got it.
Just to bag you up. Isaiah 1:18. Come, now let us reason together, saith the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be white as snow. And though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. Just adding on what you said, because for lack of better words, that's how the Lord did with us. He reasoned with us, man. Like how you reason with your woman. She do something you don't like, you come talk to her. That's the same thing the Lord did with us by putting hell upon us, man. We'll read it again. It says, come now and let us reason together, saith the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. And that's it. Because hey, everybody did something that's liable to be put to death, man. But Yahweh Shemawashai forgave us. It says, though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall inherit the good of the land. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken. And that's just the balance of Yahweh Shemawashai. Either you're going to be embraced, you're going to be forgiven, you're going to be pardoned, or either you're going to be destroyed. Yeah. And in what ways upon that is if you accept this truth, if you accept this wisdom or not. Because a part of you refusing and rebelling is you refusing and rebelling the prophets, man. Something as simple, say, yeah, like the prophet just said, yeah, I don't eat pork, or yeah, I don't do this no more. I reckon that you don't do it. Either niggas say, I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been doing this for 5 years. I ain't get caught yet. And the day he get caught, that's gonna be the day the Lord put him to death, man.
Yep.
This Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 20. It says, for of old times I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands. And thou saidest, I will not transgress.
Every captivity that we got put into, Jake will repent, we will turn back to the Lord for a moment, and then we'll go right back into weakness. That's a bit. I ain't gonna do it no. Hey, I'ma listen. Hey, every brother got that. Yeah. Be at the crib and telling my ribs like, bro, I don't like this. She'll go do this shit. Basically, if I'm yelling at the kids, if I'm at the crib yelling at the kids, you shouldn't say that. Bitch, if I'm in the midst of yelling at them, that's the last thing I want to hear from you. You shouldn't say that. Say that. You say that to me when we
Get behind closed doors.
closed doors. Don't say it in the midst of them. But I done corrected you in front of the kids and behind closed doors. Don't say that when I'm correcting them. But do bros listen? No. So you showing to be rebellious, or you're either stupid, you're inconsiderate, or you're just wicked, man. For me to constantly have to come back telling you to do the same thing over and over, man. Eventually, a hand, she's gonna be met with a hand, man. Read that back.
Yeah, it says, for of old times I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands. And thou saidest, I will not transgress.
Just like the Lord would save us, man. Just like a man would save a woman. Hey, Mario and Princess Peach.
Yeah.
You get it.
It says, when upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot. Yeah.
You got that? Yeah. I know another one to go. Hey, go ahead.
You got it.
Yeah, it says, playing the harlot, and pretty much that what Jake do. You know, and Jake going off into different doctrines and going after the ways of America, man. You playing in America rather than repent and return to the Lord. Like a nigga, you playing the harlot by being more interested in parlay bets than being more interested in the prefaces, man.
God, bro.
You know?
Like Jake a big slut when it comes to doctrine.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I mean? One year this nigga was Muslim, now he's Buddhism. I'm like, damn, what happened to the, you know what I mean? Not eating pork. Nah, that wasn't for me, brother.
That wasn't for me, but I found the truth.
Yeah, you was
I knew a Jake. I knew a Jake. When I came across a Jake was literally saying, "Hey man, the next Israelite I catch disrespecting our Hebrew women, I'ma slap the taste out of this man." I'm like, whoa, that's all. But okay, Jake. Shit, fast forward 3 years later, this nigga's in the state of Alabama being a rapper. Like campaigning like with the hardest of them, man.
Yeah,
Hey, vote for me on this.
Hey, you had certain Jake that was teaching the word, but now these niggas trying to do podcasts. I know one nigga that was teaching the word. Now he do food interviews and shit. This nigga go to different restaurants. They got the cat, the goat.
Oh, so here, Keith Lee.
Well, the fuck,
yeah.
Then you got one nigga. He a rapper. You know, he trying to rap and shit. That's the old many nigga playing the harlot, man. Many different doctrines that presented to you through America.
Yeah, Jake is strengthening.
Yep.
Jake is strengthening themselves on the Lord. They're still out to play the Lord. I'm an Israelite, and they'll take what they can from or what they need from, and then they'll move on, man. But going to the next religion or the next space, spiritual space, expect the next spiritual space to respect his Hebrew Israelism. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Karate only is respected amongst martial artists. If you do karate, I don't respect karate too much because I box. You get what I'm saying? It's like the art respects itself, man. Go amongst like-minded men in that regard. What you got on? Get up top.
It says, "Yet I have planted thee a noble vine."
Yeah, read that from the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, "Yet I have planted thee a noble vine."
That was our people.
Yeah, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant, a strange vine unto me?
Yeah, our people are pure degenerates. Every sense of proper righteousness, proper etiquette in speech, in walk, in dress, even in thought is given to them by way of Esau.
I was thinking American something like that.
Yeah, but just think about how far we are. Who raised Esau up? King James now did. Think about it. This is when Esau was coming out of Esau had just came out of the caves, man. We raised them up, so all of this sense of
really how I should now raised Esau.
Yeah.
Because when you go after those dark ages, after those 1,000 years, it was the Lord that did it. Because even when you go into like King James, let me tell you, it really going to King Henry. It's King James, man, going to the line of King Henry I think one of King James like nieces and nephews, they married the Edomite and shit, and that's how they end up sneaking up into that royal seal of England and shit. But they're going back. We were really how about Shema was shot.
Yeah, I was.
You
No,
got.
you got. No, I was speaking in the sense of simply in the sense that Jake is the. I was leading to the precept of give me for Jacob is the former of all things. Everything that you consider to behold in any form of righteousness, or you hold in an ideological sense, you got it from yourself, nigga. Like this sense of family. You think Esau was about the sense of family as he prayed under the juniper bush, eating juniper roots? You think he was in the sense of family? No, nigga, they was balled up like a pack of wolves. Jake came, hey, dude, I see some white humans over here. They ain't like wolves. That was Jake. Jake raised Jake. Hey, man, hey, brush your teeth. You see? This is what families do. This is how you move. This is how you go. So everything that you will hold to be dear to yourself is just is waste products, man, from our forefathers. Really, this ain't even the sense of family that we desire, even on this side, right here and now. It's good, it's okay. But you think that sense of family can even be compared to our sense of family in the kingdom of heaven? So everything that Esau's giving you right now is waste products of our former selves, man, of our forefathers.
It's like, that's like Esau. He give you the picture, which is a damn lie.
Yeah, it's like you really think Esau sat down at the table? How was your day today, son?
What you learned today?
Yeah, it's like he didn't do that. We did that.
That's a lot. I mean, that's why the main question is this the man?
Yeah.
Because you got like the brother going into it. This nigga came from the caves and now you on top. You ruling, you taking over nation? Is this really the man?
This is the guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You experiencing yourself in your lower nature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's why he tell you, they were children of fools, children of base men. You can't get exquisiteness out of a base nigga, man.
Yeah,
A pig, you can't make a pig.
Yeah.
You
Can't make a pig a lamb, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Going to Esau, come out of the slums and learning how we use it. Yeah, you got to learn the scripture.
Yes.
You know, the etiquette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How to sit at the table and act, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All got to get it off.
nigga at the table.
All that.
We
got
talking
some
real scriptures.
real quick. Got some just to bag y'all up. Daniel 4 and verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over the basis of men.
He set up the worst. He said that Esau was more vile than the earth. Vile. If a brother could look up the word vile, the Lord said that he was extremely unpleasant. Extremely unpleasant. So you mean, hey, extremely? We ain't even got to get it there. Extremely unpleasant. Hey, that brother, he tired of this vile place. This is vile environment, man. Extremely unpleasant. Yeah, you know what it is. You see? So the Lord said that Esau was viler than the earth. So the earth gives tsunamis, earthquakes, hurricanes, shit. What you say?
Get out of school and
It's
all.
like, come on, you mean to tell me Esau can be worse than a hurricane? He can be worse than a blizzard? He can be worse than a tsunami or an avalanche? The Lord said he could. He said he was viler than the earth, man. But when you go into it, he's lower than the earth. He's lower than the earth, man. But he's more unpleasant. Esau can give you a more unpleasant time with him being existed than the earth itself. Because eventually, the earth has a limit. You see the wave, and stop. That motherfucker got a pullback. Not Esau, bro. Esau was no hold bars, bro. No limit. You got it.
It's
He's
Revelation
no limit
6.
soldier.
No, damn. Revelation 6 and 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red.
And that's synonymous with Esau, Edom, Adawan, which goes into red. All right.
It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
All right, that same power that was given to him to take peace from the earth, with that blessing was given to Esau, that gift of the sword. But when you go back to the, I forget how you say Cain, but the word Cain goes back to Kayan, or I know Zion is weapon, Zion. this
I think it's yeah.
Cayenne.
Yeah, it's Cayenne.
Cayenne. Yeah, the one. Cain goes back to the weapon. So you see the similarity. Esau was given the gift. He was given the blessing of the sword, but Cain was called the weapon. All right, now read that back.
Yeah, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that set their arm to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
See, that great sword was who's that great sword? That blessing was given to Esau. All right, and that synonymous with red goes back to who? Esau yet again because of his red like hue. But it says like a red horse. A horse is a representation of power. All right, so Esau was given. The Lord gave Esau the power to take over the world by the power of the sword, man. And when did he fully accomplish this to the most degree? Is during the space between World War I and World War II. He accomplished these things, man, because the world got quiet before this guy, man. All right, after World War II, hey, the earth bowed down to this guy, man. So it was clear. Read that one more time, man.
It says, Revelation 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that set their arm to take peace from the earth.
And that's what he did, man. Since this guy has been, since you go back to the Greeks, going all the way back to the Greeks, thinking of your first great Edomite warrior that was recorded. It wasn't Philip the Macedonian, it was Alexander the Cretan, huh? All right, conquered the world by he conquered the world by the age of what? 32. He was 32 years old. It took him what? 12 years. 12 years. So he was 32 years old, man. So this is the beginning of Esau having this foot in the earth, man. And it began with the Greeks, man.
If I may add, it said it went out a horse that was red. That red is ultimately danger. Now, you see a red light, you see a caution sign, a stop sign, a red flag. That represents danger, man. And it just put Esau back on the scene that you the damn devil.
Yeah, it's a cautious color. Red is a cautious color because that's what you feel. When you get judged by the Lord, what is spilt? What's the color of judgment? It's red. It ain't pink. It ain't green. It's red. Yeah. Was it in one of that?
Yeah, it says, let me give it to him.
Yeah, you can break on that.
They tell you how he took peace from the earth. Even if you look at the condition of the earth today, you got people. You got a day called National Peace Day, man. You know, September 21st. Yeah.
Like Earth.
Well, you got
Earth Day.
Yeah, Earth Day. Yeah, even thing like that. A holiday like Earth Day or National Peace Day. That shows you who in power. I tell you, when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people. This is the height of protest. You know what I mean? This is the height of disagreement. You know, the height of division, man. You see, and it just shows you who's in power, man. And the only thing that can come, the only result that can come out of that is war, man.
That's something for
you. Because you think about that great sword. You know what I mean? It increased to an ICBM.
Yeah, I wish I said. Hey, Isaiah 24. Yeah, I wish I come out there. Isaiah 24 in verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the heavens thereof.
That's it.
Because of what? Go ahead.
Hey, if I may add, because it's talking about Esau, man. That Job 9 and 24.
This
It's
the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. And it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Yeah, just to back the brother up. That nigga right there, man. Esau Edom, man. You know? Hey, you being brought, before the congregation right now, man. You know? Hey, you being revealed, man. You know, you covered up the faces during the Renaissance period. You know? Hey, you the wicked, man. You know?
I got one mention this Isaiah 24 and verse 5 again. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have changed the ordinances, broken, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, and broken the everlasting covenant.
Hey, that's it. Hey, the woman bent over the man, You know, pork, eat pork, you know, adultery.
It's not your house shop.
X not Yahushua, man. Ultimately, you know, that's not Yahushua, man. You know, that's you, Esau. You know, there ain't nobody else. You know, he try to blame it on Ishmael.
Yeah.
Man. Oh yeah.
Mankind.
Yeah, mankind. No, nigga, I ain't got no power. I don't own no boat. No, that's you, nigga.
We gotta go back through these fish.
Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
That's
All right,
it.
so we know the brother just read Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So we know it ain't Moab. Nobody else claimed the visage of the heavenly Father's Son except for Esau. Brother can find that. What up? The seed says was it? Yeah. Nobody ever claimed that, man. Moab didn't push that image on you.
Yeah, not Japheth.
Ham didn't push it on you. Japheth didn't. If Japheth would have pushed that image on you, guess what their headpiece would have looked like? It would have looked like a Trojan, man. That's where Esau stole it from.
Yeah.
That's Japheth style.
Yeah.
You see? So it says the earth was given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
If not, where and who is he? So who did these things? This guy told you this. The creator's son looked like that. So read that what you had up.
It says the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
So this is the ruler of the earth right here, man. At least his people. His people rule the earth. All right? You got
It says because they have changed. It's like because they have transgressed the laws. changed the
transgress what
ordinances.
laws? Now, hey, I thought it was the Constitution is a book of amendments. That's constantly changed, but we're not supposed to add or take away from the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. So who's doing that? Who's adding to the word of the Lord? Who's taking away? Who is the authoritative voice of understanding when it comes to the Lord nowadays? It's Esau. He's the light. That's why he's called the Luciferian. He's the light bringer. Come on. You can continue?
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you bring out what you had.
continuing on, it says, that was pretty much it on it. Matter of fact, a little bit more.
Yeah, you got it.
It says, therefore, because it's just going back. What's the results of these nigga rulers? It says, therefore, have the curse devoured the whole earth.
The whole earth.
If I may add, that's talking about the missiles, man.
Yeah.
So because the missiles gonna be a consuming fire. The spirit of the Lord is gonna be in those.
Yeah, but remember, it's the UFOs too. The scripture says, here's the curse that goeth before the whole earth, man. So it says, what shall it be if there already be a fire kindled? So the Lord come back with chariots. Yeah, missiles is one thing, but goddamn, that concentrated chariot fire? Goddamn, Jake. Shit, boy, that's a whole, man, come on, bro.
That's it.
Smoke.
It says, and they that dwell therein are desolate.
Yeah, so everybody on the planet Earth, you dwelling in that day because, Lord willing, we be at that number, we're going to be in that high place. We're going to be over that sea, looking at that thing, looking at the fire coming up. Be in that sea. Hey, God damn. All right, you got it.
It says, therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned,
Man.
and
That's
few
this.
men left.
Few. It says, if the Lord has shortened the days for the elect's sake, there shall no flesh be saved. What does Esau say? If I can't have it, no one can. Does that not sound like Esau?
That's a crash out, man.
You had what you had up?
Yeah, real quick to back y'all up. Psalm 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
So what you look like? Or ain't you, hey, ain't you the one that went throughout the world rape, robbing, and murdering? Yeah, that was you. So you was Alexander the Greek, right? Yeah, that was you. You was Nero. You the one who set Rome on fire and then you blamed it on the Christian. That was you? Yeah, that was you. You the one who set forth the transatlantic slave trade. You implemented Jim Crow and the Reconstruction era. You implemented the Civil Rights Movement. You brought forth crack during the 70s and the 80s, the 90s. You the one who pushed the gangster agenda during the 90s and the early 2000s.
You made COVID.
Yo, what now?
Crown 19.
Yeah, hey man, you the reason that Jake got that 2020 stimulus package, man. You the reason that podcasts exist, man. Because of the inoculation of 2020 was the rise of the podcast.
Yeah, sitting at home.
Yeah. So read that.
Yep. It says, but that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
So you did all of these things But it started through rape, rob, and murder because you give subtle wickeds that you know that cater to particular fleshes or whatever. The people are kind of clapping for you now when they used to point at you and say, evil man, evil man, evil man. Now because they say, hey, I appreciate that. We appreciate that handout. Like, what the? You good or something now, nigga? You good or something now? Did you establish this place through righteousness? Did you establish it by my law, statutes, commandments? Or did you go by it through rape, rob, and murder? You went through about rape, rob, and murder. And now that people are patting a wicked individual on your back, what do you look like picking up my book, man? What you look like picking up my book? Oh, so now you, yeah. Oh, so now, oh, yeah, you the chosen people. You got it.
It says, seeing thou hatest instruction and canceled my words behind me.
How do you hate instruction? God, the Lord made Adam and Eve. Esau came back with this is the balance of thought and spirit. If Adam and Eve can get together, Steve and Steve, Brittany and Jamie. So who did these things, man?
Big Bang.
Yeah, the Big Bang Theory. Ah, man, that was all. That will never set right with me. The Big Bang Theory. That shit is that's utter bullshit. But so all of these ideologies, all these beliefs, all of these singular thoughts that you push out here, couldn't you have kept them to yourself? And couldn't you just push my word? But now you do that. You let all of that go out, and then you can read the Bible if you want to. So what you look like picking up his words now saying, hey, those are not the Israelites. Hey, hey, hey! Those black guys, those Mexican, those Native Americans, they're not Israelites.
They're not call yourself Jew, you know.
Yeah. They can be everything under the planet, under the sun. I can be Kemet, I can be Babylonian, I can be Egyptian, I can call myself Musa. I could go take up Ishmael. Y'all can call myself a Viking. One thing I can't call myself is an Israelite. And who said I couldn't say it? Esau did. He calling himself the people. But we the people can't call ourselves that. The Lord said, what does this dude that did all of this wickedness, what do you do? What do you have to do to declare my statutes now? How can you even speak righteousness, man, when you're a man of blood? Remember, King David couldn't even build a temple because he had too much blood on his hand because he was a man of war. His son had to come in his stead to do this thing, right? So what does the murderer look like talking about peace? What does the murderer look like pointing out being the accuser? The murderer is the accuser. That doesn't even make sense, man. Where would the justice even begin? You got it?
I got something for you. This Ezekiel 36, and I started in verse 1. Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel. Say ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord.
What are the mountains? That's the nation. That's the tribes of Israel, man. The governments, the heads of Israel. You got it.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh, because the enemy has said against you, Aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
And what are the ancient high places in possession? Esau has hijacked. He's hijacked Israel. And he's hijacked the religion. He's the forefront of what is to be dictated. If you're calling yourself, if you say that you're Jewish, well, he ain't got no dictation over here. But if you claiming to have a level of spirituality in any shape, form, or fashion, Esau is the head of it. Man. Even Moab, Esau has a dictation in Moab being Buddhist. That's it. How is that? But you got it.
It says, therefore prophesy and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye may be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and you are taken up in the lips of talkers.
It's like you got it. Read that again, Papa.
Yep, God. Therefore prophesy and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, because they have made you desolate and swallow you up on every side.
Because Jake is surrounded, for lack of better words, with the ways and the philosophies of Esau. You got it?
It says that ye may be in possession unto the residue of the heathen.
And in possession for the residue of heathens, a damn slave, man. And that's what mindset that this guy wants you to continue to be in. It's just a slave mindset, man. Basically, he want to work you to death, and he wants you to shuck your job for him,
and don't speak up
just
about it.
die. Yeah, he said,
And don't speak up about it.
don't speak up about it, man. Because if you do, then now you demonized, man. You got it.
It says, and ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are in infamy of the people.
Yep.
Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh to the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and derision.
Yep, the ones who fell off from being that great nation. And the reason why we fell off from being that great nation because Esau had us swallowed up on all sides, man. And that's where you go into the word colonialism, colonize. Once you go into the word colonialism, they come over there and there's certain things that come with it. Your culture get taken away, your land get taken away, and your agriculture, you know? So once they take away your culture, your way of life, the things that your great-great-granddaddy did, you ain't gonna grow up knowing your heritage or even knowing your bloodline. You got it, bro.
Yeah, because they're going to, like Bumman said, they're going to force you to serve their gods.
That's
you know?
it.
That's why they're colonialism.
I got something real quick for you. I'm passing it back to you.
You got
Go
it.
right into it. Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth him. And how is it? This is what the brother's going into. Esau swallowing Jacob with he created a society and he gives Jake's particular wicked options. He don't give you the options of righteousness. He only gives you options and choices of wickedness. So therefore, he pushes Jake towards wickedness. Man.
Yeah, it's like about me. When you apply for the job, you either African American, non-Latino, and black. You know,
So what? He calls
yeah, you don't see Israelite on there.
Because it's like you going off on key, like the brother just mentioned. You don't put your howder on there, you're going off. Don't, I'm just, brothers, don't do that now.
Israelite.
Yeah, you hit other, you put Yasha'Allah. You don't put Israelite. I put Yasha'Allah. You know, but just going back on just simple things is that, and even like the environment. Because again, you can put a plant in the environment, it can either prosper or you can put a plant in the environment, it'll decay. That's why that Jeremiah 2nd chapter, how you became a degenerate plant. And one of the reasons why Israel became a degenerate plant because Esau has swallowed us up. And basically, it's really just swallowing up your mind, man. Every thought is not subjected under Yahushua. Every thought of these niggas is subjected under Esau. Instead of saying what Yahushua do, niggas will say, what would the white man do?
What would he prefer? What would the white man prefer? Not what he do.
Yeah.
What would the white man
he
prefer?
Yeah. You want them massive, you know?
Jake ain't gonna do what Esau do.
Yeah.
Jake gonna do what Esau prefer. There's a difference.
That's it.
I ain't gonna do what Esau do, but Jake will do what Esau prefer. You know?
Just so he can get a pat on the back of the job.
Yep. I got one for you.
Baba Bashar, you got it. Let me get this.
Yeah, you got it.
Finish that off.
It says, to the residue of the heathen that are round about. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the
It
heathen.
says in the fire of my jealousy, because even how we're pissed off and we're mad at Esau and our people in this situation, guess what? The Lord is even more pissed off, man. Because even when you look at the look of Israel now, man, just a guy that's 300 pounds, 6'6", and he a mo, that really should get you pissed off.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even you having Israelite women that's, ain't nothing wrong. If you're a harder, you gotta do what you gotta do, cool. But these Israelite women that just love being hoes like Sexy Red and shit, man. If you just see the downfall of Israel, how we truly was in the time of Solomon, in the time of Adam, you will see what it's talking about, man. Because we was on top and we fell off from a high state. You got it, huh?
It's like,
Come on, brother.
Because like going back to that general plant, it's like the soil. And you saying like bring a plant up in the environment that it'll prosper. If the soil fucked up, you can look for it, you know what I mean? It'll sprout up, that bitch gonna die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you a perfect example. Potatoes. If that soil is trash, man, I don't care, bro. Them potatoes, I don't care what potato you put in the bad soil, man. That potato gonna taste like that damn soil, man. I remember, I never forget my grandma, we had bad seeds or whatever. She had some moldy soil. It was real bad soil.
Yeah.
But she tried to mix it in with some good.
Good, yeah.
And she threw hella potatoes down, man. At the end of the harvest or whatever, man, we pulled the potatoes out. Everybody those potatoes was disgusting. It almost tastes like I was eating out of trash, man. It's because the environment in which the potatoes were placed in and they were raised up in, it wasn't conducive, man. It wasn't fit for consumption.
That's it, bro.
You see?
And like you said, man, you can't mix a bad environment and a good environment and expect good things. The only thing you're gonna expect is even worse. It's really worse. It's really worse because now it tastes like it tastes terrible.
Yeah.
And they even going down the generations now. That seed was raised. This pet was raised up in a fucked up place, and that seed gonna get carried on. It is gonna get raised up in a fucked up place. That's why it says in 2nd Ezra, the men shall be weaker through age, for the lack of better words. Weaker through age, because you grew up in a fucked up place, and your production, you know what I'm saying?
It just ain't gonna be,
it ain't gonna be where it is. Because let's say if it was back in the time of Yahweh Shai, back in the time of Ezra, back in the time of Adam, I'm just gonna say it like this. Back in the time of Adam, we was bigger, the oxygen was on a whole different level, the trees looked different, everything, even colors, man. It was probably colors, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't even perceive.
You can't even perceive because why? How far we fell off from grace. How far we fell off ultimately from our power, Yahweh Shai. You got it. I'll finish that.
Yep, it says, and against all Idumea.
Yeah, read that again from the top. Because the Lord specifically, because it's like, you do a diss track, but you name a nigga name. That's how you know his person. You got it? Yeah.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against thee, residue of the heathen.
Yeah, spoken against these heathens, you got it.
And against all Idumea.
And that's why Idumea, we already know Idumea is the head city of Edom, man. So the Lord is actually separating Edom. These are I hate all, the Lord said, I hate all you niggas, all you heathens, but especially Esau. And the reason why, because look at all the things that Esau have produced, man. I was just looking at that nigga Andrew Jackson. This nigga got a long rap sheet, man. He produced a lot of tales too. You got it?
That's a lot. If I make that crafty council, Esau the head nigga in charge of that.
Beautiful, bro.
Absolutely.
So the Lord got a special thing for that nigga. It
Hey,
says
GT was a part of that crafty council.
Oh, see.
That's a long God too.
It says, which have appointed my land into their possession.
And they did that. They
my
appointed
bad.
the land into their possession. The land of Israel and us, because we're a people before we were placed. Esau was supposed to release us after slavery was over with. Ain't that the way? After slavery, you're supposed to restore a man, send him back.
7 years.
Yeah. Did Esau do that? He still found stolen man is still found in his possession until this day, man. All right, you can finish
Hey,
it up.
I'm gonna make one real quick point. Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom.
Yeah, okay.
So like it's the water. It's Basra. That's the head city.
Basra, yeah.
You got it, though.
Again, it says, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, man.
Read that back. Read that back.
Colin, you want
Appointed my land.
It says, which have appointed my land into their possession.
And that's talking about you got going to Israel.
Hey, 1947.
Yeah,
1947. The Balfour Declaration.
Yeah.
The Balfour Declaration. So that's what that's going into right there. Look it up, man. The Balfour Declaration.
And then
1947.
it was a point of motherfuckers. At first they wanted to move the motherfuckers to Arizona, and they said they weren't gonna work.
Yeah.
Real talk. Real talk. They said they wanted the Jews to have a place in Arizona, but they said that ain't the holding it. Real talk.
So they appointed themselves what?
The land.
They invited themselves to our land, man.
And even when you look up the build up to World War II, or even after that, they've been trying to get in there, man.
Yeah.
That's why even those things with those Teamanites that was in Germany, where you think they went?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them went this way, some of them went that way. But hey, some of them went, the small hats.
You get into that with the Khazarian Empire.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean? They tell you how they was migrating some with Germany, Portugal, and that's why like Hitler, he was heavy on putting on the Portuguese motherfuckers to death and shit. Cause it was mainly, I believe it was mainly more than mostly them in them concentration camps and shit with Hitler and so-called Jews and shit.
But even when you go into Hitler, Hitler is a Jew.
Yeah.
Hitler, what his grandfather or his father, he popped his mother and he
He a
produced
bastard
us.
child.
He
Yeah,
a bastard child. But he a part, but just because he a part of that elite group, he had to play a part of that movie. And so the Lord has said, he said about his own person, that's why the scripture say, he that is evil to himself, who shall he should be good?
Yeah, but who
This
can he
nigga was
be
evil
good?
to his own people, even though we know, I'm gonna be real, man, behind those man, they weren't doing that shit. It was like, I think it was a lice or a tick problem, and they ended up getting rid of, man, they had swimming pools and everything, and what's it called, Asheville, or whatever, Asheville. It was like a getaway, but it was like the whole thing was the reason why we send y'all to these camps because they got a tick or a flea problem or some shit like that. Yeah, some people got put to death, but a lot of people didn't, man. All those things was what it's called exaggerated.
Yeah,
But it was propaganda. Yeah, propaganda. And that's where Hitler was one of the main people to first start off with that modern day propaganda.
Yeah, because the father of propaganda is German. I forget it already. So he's a Hitler, man. So all of that was propaganda. What? He had to get the world on the sympathy. He had to get the world all on the same court for sympathy, so they could play this sympathy card, so they could say, "See, we have been oppressed." Just like the people
Just
of
like
the Bible.
Bible.
So,
What you see today.
yeah.
It was all the build up to what you see today. And the
Yeah, but now-
reputation they got today.
Yeah, so now, where's the struggle? Because that seems to be an overarching theme of the scriptures for the Lord's chosen people to be catching hell until the Holy One comes, to Shiloh comes, man, to Yahweh Shai comes back, man.
Hey, and that's one thing that's synonymous, like you said, that's synonymous with the children of Israel, is the hell that we catch. That's how we identify who Yasharala is, man. Because again, the hell that Esau catch and these other heathens catch, it don't compare it to the hell that Israel catch. I got something for you real. You got Daniel 9.
What you got?
Daniel 9. You got it. Go ahead, you got it, brother. You got it.
Book of Daniel 9:11.
Yep.
Spirit. It says, all Israel had transgressed our law,
Yep.
even by departing, that he might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us.
Hey, so like it says, therefore the curse is poured upon us. Why the curse is poured upon us? Because we transgress against the law, man.
Yeah.
The Lord,
So, you know you got
but the Lord put the mirror to our face, man. This is why.
Yeah,
You know?
that's it. Yeah,
You got it?
And you see the perfection of it in America. Because like going back to that degenerate plant, you coming out of that soil of Esau and you done sprouted up into a real nigga, man.
Yeah.
A baddie. You know what I mean?
A bad,
Yeah,
you know,
baddie.
bad.
Baby. Now the mirror in your face, like wait until they can't come into the light.
That's it.
You know what I mean? 'Cause they get offended, man.
That's like the temple, man. Because soon, you know, if you go into the temple, you come to the temple like a heathen or something, they'll put your ass at death,
Yeah,
man.
come.
You come to the temple unclean, fucked up, they'll put your ass down, man.
Come at you while you
You better
Yeah, that's some off ass shit.
get them
man.
stones, bro.
Get them stones. Yeah, you can't come as you are over here, man.
Hey, that's some bullshit. Like, nigga, he leading you to death. You know you gonna get fucked up. Yeah, hey, come as you are. Oh, hey.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it. It says, verse 11, continuing on, it says, therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him, and he have confirmed his words which he spake against us,
Yep.
and against our judges that judge us.
Yes, because ultimately it was spoken in what? Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Yeah. You got it, bro.
It said, by bringing upon us a great evil.
A great evil. Evil. Eve meaning times, ill meaning bad. We been going, brother, we go through bad times every day.
Who's had a worse time on the planet Earth than the nigga, man?
Than Israel, man. That's not even only, but even Judah,
From
Judah, Gad, Reuben, Ephraim, Manasseh, Asher.
man, come on, man.
Come on, man.
You got your asses kicked, and he ain't even do that.
Yeah.
Like really, without the scriptures, you getting your ass kicked. And I ain't even do that. You just like, you remember y'all like when you was getting his ass beat by Duck Boy Entertainment. He came in the house, man, I started wailing on that motherfucker. I ain't even do that, bro. I ain't doing that, bro. Shit, you get your ass whooped for nothing.
Hey, but you did do something though. But
That's
just going
right.
back into all the tribes, even the northern tribe catch a lot of hell, bro. When you go into the motherfuckers in Brazil, like living, you think this the ghetto?
Yeah.
Man, them motherfuckers literally living in the slums. That's why a lot of those guys from Haiti is coming up, especially in Alabama. They sound like a couple, I think at least 1,000 niggas from Haiti and then
Silicon.
yeah, Silicon.
They tripping out. They tripping out down there in Silicon.
Yeah, they up here.
Hey, look.
Hey, Salaki, if I may, I'll push out. You finish out my thought. But they coming up here for a better life, for lack of better words. They think America is going to be that way of life, but like it says in the scriptures, I forgot where it's at. It says how Ephraim going to bring their children to the murderer because they coming through Mexico. The border open, so a lot of people coming through. You think you say where you from?
Gap.
Yep.
Yeah, the Darien Gap.
You say where you coming from? Motherfucker say Nigeria. Why the hell you in Mexico? Say where you coming from? Siberia. Why you in Mexico? But at the same time, a lot of these Israelites, from the 12 tribes is coming up here too.
Yeah.
You got to do what?
Yeah, it's going into what the brother's saying, that Darien Gap. That's if you look at that, man, that's over 2,000 miles of jungle.
Yeah.
It's a pure jungle. And you mean to tell me Jake left, he came across waters to go through a jungle to come through Mexico to get into
America, man.
God damn, you catching hell, bro.
And that's how you know this. That's how you know
It
America.
proves they the Jake.
That's how you know America is really that great city. Babylon the Great. It's not known as Babylon the Great for no reason. It's known for Babylon the Great because this is a great city, man.
Like I had them niggas living on the streets now. Them niggas got it sweet, man.
Yeah.
Like y'all was saying, going through all that shit, they got it sweet right now. But continuing on, they said, for under the whole heaven have not been done as it been done upon Jerusalem.
And he says, under the whole heaven have not been done, which have been done unto Jerusalem. And that's how we know that those people from the small hats or the 48ers, that's how we know that they're not the people. Because the things that we went through and the things that we go through on our everyday life, Esau off himself, man. That's why a lot of these prisons is riddled with Jake, because when Esau going out, he just going to off himself, man. And that's a weak spirit too, man.
Yeah.
Instead of you just embracing as a man, taking your charge on, for lack of better words, you're gonna kill yourself. But it's called going out the easy way, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because they'll put sheets in Jake. Yeah, that's one thing I remember Jake saying all the time. They were like, yeah, they'll put sheets in there with you. They want you to kill yourself. They won't get on white boys and shit.
Yeah.
But that go back to the scripture where Noah said, two nations are in our womb.
Two manners of people.
Yeah, two manners of people. Stronger than the other one, man.
Hey, matter of fact, get that, man. Yeah, you got it, because I was going through that the other day. Yeah, Genesis 25th chapter, because that's when it started, man. And he says, some people are strong, another, that's even mentally too, man.
Yeah.
Esau weak mentally. That's why the things and the little things that he go through, ultimately he's gonna just kill himself off, man. You gotta know what.
Yeah, it says, it's Genesis 25 in verse 24. It says, matter of fact, verse 23.
Matter of fact, go when they was fighting, like 18.
Yeah, let me see, verse 19. Start right here, verse 19. It says, and these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Panaram, the sister of Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
And it's the spirit, because the Lord, Isaac, which that's have a shot, he asked the Lord for something. But the Lord gave him more than what he asked for. He said, let me get a child. The Lord gave him two. And not only just two children, two great children. To be honest, because Esau is a great nation, whether you want to believe it or not. You got it?
It says, and the children struggled together within her.
Yeah, Baba Bashar, brother can look up on the root of that word struggle right there, man. Because that struggle wasn't just in the time of Genesis, man. That struggle wasn't just between Jacob and Esau. No, that struggle is happening to this very day. Read that again.
Yeah, it says, and Isaac entreated, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
So they was fighting in her stomach. And she didn't know what was going on. Because how sometimes when some women be pregnant, they'll be overreacting or something like that, but she wasn't. You got a picture, man. She had, because I know when women have twins, they start to be kind of bigger, more weight, but she probably was, that fight was probably pushing her around the house.
Yeah, it's like moving her from side to side.
She can't sleep. Isaac sleep. She think, you hit me. No, that's the babies. fighting in the middle. She can't even sleep, man. And the reason why, because that spirit that was in them was so heavy, it's carried over into now, man.
Stroke.
Yeah, that word stroke. Yeah.
It goes to it says to crush, oppress, to get.
It says to crush, to what? Oppress. To oppress. And that's why Esau is known as the oppressor today. You got it?
Yeah, it says to crush each other.
To crush each other.
Yeah.
And that's why
to
through the spirit.
grievously oppress.
To grievously oppress. That's why through the spirit, when King David was in power, he had garrisons in Edom. Which means he had them niggas on lock, man.
Yeah.
You got it, huh? He had the motherfuckers in slavery, man. You know, so like for the language. You got to know.
Yeah, it says, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Yeah, if it be so, why am I thus? I've been asking for this baby for so long, and as soon as I get it, why I gotta be like this? And that spirit of how you ask the Lord for something, the Lord will give you more than what you ask for.
Yeah.
You know, that's a true king. You got it.
It says, and she went to inquire of the Lord.
She went to inquire of the Lord, which means what? She went to inquire of a prophet. To bag that up, give me 1 Samuel 9:9. Because the Lord didn't talk to her head on. Because a woman say, didn't the Lord talk to Rebecca? He said, didn't the Lord talk to Rebecca? No, man. The Lord used the prophet to talk to Rebecca. You got it?
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 9 and verse 9. It says, before a time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before a time called a seer.
Yeah, he that was called a prophet was before a time called a seer. So Rebecca, she went to a prophet, man. She didn't go to the Lord straight up. You got it?
Yep, it says, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations are in thy wombs. You got it?
And 2 manner of people.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. It's spirit. Like I said, a prophet, bro. Because why? He's seen it in the future.
Yeah.
The Lord showed him
He
the
read the scripture, and the prophet broke it down. Just like, what's going on? Okay, bet. Yeah.
Get right back with you. You know what I'm saying? Get right back with you. You probably came back the next day with the stand. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what he told me. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what he told me, man. He said, you got out. What he told me?
He said, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Yeah, 2 nations are in thy womb. And that's heavy, bro. Because 2 nations being in thy womb, we're going to continue on. It says 2 manner of people, but those 2 nations, thy wombs, was really the 2 main characters in this movie, man. The same beef between Jacob and Esau is the same beef between Cain and Abel, man. You got it?
And 2 manner of people shall be separate from thy bowels.
It says 2 manner of people shall be separate. So for lack of better words, it's like, you coming out the womb, coming out the matrix, or coming in the world, and y'all going 2 different ways. Jake went into the way of righteousness, and Esau went into the way of death, man. You know, you got it, huh?
And it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other. And who's that one people? Israel. Jake, Yasharada. And I'm going to say one thing like this. Israel and Esau is alike in many ways. We both like the rule and shit. We both got certain things we like. But at the same time, we are alike in a lot of ways. But at the same time, we different. We got to realize we more related to Esau than anybody else upon the planet Earth. You know?
And then like a evil twin.
Yeah.
You know, like, cause like you will get the same wisdom from the same source, but you will turn yours into righteousness. You will create something that'll benefit the elf, but then this nigga create a gas car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that spirit, that was Genesis, the 4th chapter. Esau got the sacrifices.
That's what I'm thinking about too.
That's a beautiful point you made, bro. You got it?
Yeah, it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
It says the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. So basically saying your oldest son gonna be a slave. Yeah. And it's the prophet telling her this, man. And when you read the story, you can see why Rebecca moved that way in Genesis the 27th chapter. Because she knew the prophecy, she knew the script.
Yeah, she made sure. She made sure that Isaac, that Jacob got the blessing.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term.
Matter of fact, stop up a shot.
So what?
Yeah. No. Go to 20. Go to when he sold his birthright. Matter of fact, continue on a little bit. It said when the boys got older.
Yeah, it says, and when her days, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
The twins in her womb. You got it.
Yeah, and the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
And I know you mentioned earlier that word Edom goes back out of womb, which actually means what? Red, man. The first came out red all over like a hairy garment. You got it.
It says, and they call his name Esau.
And I think they were
Ishashua. Waste away his seed.
He thought he was dead. You know what I'm saying? What the hell going? Nobody ain't never came out like that. What is going on? But that's how you know. That's when the first so-called white man entered the planet Earth, man.
Because everybody else before that was leapers, man. That's what Jake get it twisted, man. There wasn't no group of albinos running around. You was a clean leaper, man.
Yeah.
You got hit with leprosy. You got cursed with leprosy. Hey, you had to. Hey, you lived with it until, man. But like the brother said, only the first white person recorded was Esau.
Yeah, because when you leprous, you don't come out like that. That's like a period of time. Esau came out like that. So Isaac was probably pissed, man. You know, I wouldn't say pissed, but he probably had mixed emotions. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, he was disappointed.
Yeah.
I it's like, yeah, you in the flesh. As a man, yeah, you disappointed. It's like, dang, my son. First one too.
But now, you see Rebecca see why he gonna be a servant.
Yeah.
You see why Rebecca saying like, oh, this nigga, he gonna, you know, I'm gonna love the next one coming up. I'm gonna love the shit out this little motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew his legacy.
So they probably did things different. You can tell that this nigga was weaker. He complained more. Jacob took it on the chin. You know, he was more the standard that you was looking for.
I'm gonna say this though. Esau, when you read that Esau, he was hardcore.
Well,
Esau wasn't. He was weak mentally.
Yeah,
I said it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Esau was weak mentally.
And you have a lot of that in their nation. Motherfucker be bulked up and shit, but the bitch, you know what I mean? Real shit, but the bitch, he'll crash out, man.
Yeah, nigga go on.
High temper. Yeah, that's it. High temper.
That's it. Nigga go on a 12-week in the woods. You know, just excursion in the woods, just thugging it out.
Yeah.
But you cuss this nigga out, he'll be bitch made. You know? I be watching motherfuckers like that on YouTube. The Edomites, they be motherfuckers in the snow and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like a little point in the camera, like the wife pissed him off or some shit like that. He was like, damn it, you know, the camera cut off and shit like that. But this motherfucker, he known for being in the woods, just thugging this shit out. Yeah. But he weak mentally though. Motherfucker big, motherfucker, you know, he got the knowledge on the left hand side, but he's just weaker mentally.
That's a carnal man.
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful carnal man for you, man. You know what I mean? On the outside, you look all pretty. You know, it's approachable. But once you get to dealing with this motherfucker, bearing this spirit, man, it's like, oh, you step back. You know? This ain't a man.
It's always something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got that type of spirit.
Yeah, it look like a man.
He a male figure.
It's a male, that spirit. It's a male, but it ain't a man. You know?
But yeah, it says, and the boys grew. Verse 26. It says, and after that came his brother out, and he took hold, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
You see how they,
So like, you gotta come on, you gotta.
no, they made a significant point. So they basically made it a significance to give a picture of what it was for Esau to be born. It was a big deal. It was like, and he came out like a hair garment, and his daddy called him Ishashua. You see what it says? It was like, it was a big deal. And then came his son, then came his brother. It was like, and then the brother came out. It getting back to normality.
Yeah.
Now, this is something new. Breaking news.
Nice, like you had one real good point. They're holding their heel though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into.
You gotta
like it's now it's getting to they made a big deal of Esau coming on the scene, and Jacob came. But the significance of how Jacob came, that was the point. That was the point they wanted to make. They made a point of how Esau looked because they needed you to make that connection back to Cain. But with Jacob, they needed you to make that connection for what was to come. Hey, he was holding his heel. What is the significance of that? So, if you was to take from the story, what was the significance of the Lord telling us about what Esau looked like, and what was the significance of why the Lord mentioned Jacob holding quick Esau's hand? That was a spiritual moment within itself. Jacob coming down holding the head.
I'm saying today's time you'll be on Google. What's the spiritual meaning behind?
Yeah,
it's you gonna inquire.
Yeah, but the Lord made it a big deal, like the way He wrote it, and it was said, it was like, make a big point about his color, about Esau, but make a deal of how he came, how Jacob came out. It was normal. It was what was significant. Yeah. He holding his heel. This baby came out holding another baby's heel.
Look, but that's how he entered into the world.
Yeah.
Get that from.
That's beautiful, man.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, starting at verse 8. This 2nd Ezra 6 and 8. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
The spirit, how the brother, they just painted the picture on how Esau was how he looked.
Yeah.
But what was so significant about Jacob was what he was doing.
What he was doing.
And Jacob was about action.
Yeah, this dude is a man of action.
God, man.
He doing something.
But you see why he was named Yasharala, man.
But it wasn't over. When I see that, it's like, yo, they were bumping in the womb.
Yeah.
He came out first, and Jake was holding his like, nah, this ain't over with, bro.
He probably crawling.
He probably trying to get. I see the light.
I got you.
I got your ass, man.
You got it.
That came out crying.
Esau is the end of the world,
Esau is the end of the world. You got it.
and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
And that's that he ain't holding what
Pulling
you
you
got.
down. Oh boy, that's so beautiful.
Pulling them down.
He put him so that spirit that even when we get into our, that's like even the kingdom. After Esau kingdom, it's gonna be our kingdom, man. That's gonna pull him down. Man.
That's it.
And
So,
come on. If I may add to that, because you see that process taking place now, when you pulling down the stronghold, because you clean, it's like you cleansing your mind, because that wisdom that you watching out Esau with, it's gonna lead you to the kingdom. We say wisdom, bring it to that kingdom.
Hey, that's spirit, man. It's a beautiful way to end off, man. Hey, we pray that these lessons edifying. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Gus. We want to give double honors to our Apostle Elder's Great Millstone and Shalom. Shalom. Soon. Keep enduring, brothers. Keep enduring.
Right now, you heard.
Man, I'm like, I was like.